Hello everyone, welcome in, Mary, and oh, I just realized my reactive PNG isn't reacting. 1 second.
Why does this always happen to you?
Because I'm a VTuber, we're not supposed to have things together.
Okay, good point.
It's part of the contract. Okay, hold on. I have to close it real quick, so I'm just going to disappear for a hot second, because it froze up on me. Because what happens is, with the VidIoTube mini program I use, I have to manually switch it to whichever microphone if I turn it on before I plug in my microphone, it won't automatically detect it, so...
Oh yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah. If you have your microphone plugged in before you turn it on, it automatically detects it, but not till then.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're playing more, almost a Persona, because I got fucking Adachi on the mind right now. We're playing more Danganronpa 2.
Boop, boop, boop.
Boop, boop. And we're about to start the 5th trial of the little fucker's murder, so...
Yeah, you also need to share with me.
Oh yeah, I probably should do that, huh?
Yeah.
That might be helpful. That way you don't have to wait 5 seconds before reading your lines each time.
Exactly.
Alright. Time to get serious. This is a serious game. Alright, can you see it?
Yep.
Alright. I think we already went through... Actually, let me open up the handbook real quick.
Yeah, let's review and stuff.
Yeah. Also, see if...
also, see if there's something you can get, yeah?
Yeah, I have 4 points, so I already got the fine sword, and I can't get excellent blade, so let's see what else I could get. What's this do? So it increases the influence gauge. Effective during the class trial, cannot be combined with envious influence. Actually might be handy. Thank you for the hell. Oh yeah, dance. Yeah, a little mod of me. Yeah, I think I'll get this gameplay booster.
Yeah.
Skills. Oh, easier. Oh, and I guess I got that one between things too. Okay, cool. Yeah, open up the handbook and look over the truth pools real quick. So we got, of course, Monokuma File. He was killed to death.
Killed to death.
Just torture, which is most characters I'd be like, oh man, but it's Nagito, so I'm not too upset about it. Hey, welcome in, Al. Hope you're doing well. The burned rope, survival knife.
I am kind of sad that he's dead for like one reason.
And what's that?
No more you reacting like ugh.
Oh yeah. I just didn't like him.
Me neither.
If he fucking like does a Junko and is like, hey, I was actually the bad guy the whole time, and comes back and I have to deal with him for another trial, I will be freshly upset. But I think I remember the overall the investigation fairly well. So
let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
what?
Chesto!
God.
Oh, Monami.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one?
She gives no shits now.
Will be my final
Damn. You done fucked up now.
Useless.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all.
But you're a bear.
The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
A traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or we're running out of people, so it better be the same person.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
I mean, you are a Yakuza. It's kind of your bread and butter right there. Look at those wounds. Were they really caused by torture? Only torturing someone is to make them reveal information, right? Then can't tell. Yeah, so probably duct tape over
I'm
the
telling you, they were torturing.
when he said tortured Nagito. Yeah.
The killer tortured Nagito.
No, that's wrong.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared. Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
I mean...
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information. Then, after they killed him...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then,
Everyone in
are you
this room
saying the
does.
killer was trying to make him suffer?
Currently seems my least likely candidate is probably Sonia. She just didn't seem like the type.
Did they go psycho or something?
But it's also Danganronpa, so we'll
No,
see.
they didn't just go
Yeah.
crazy.
We shall
Whoever
see.
did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Simp.
Simp.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Faux show. The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first.
Faux show.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused...
Oh,
I agree with that.
Nice.
yeah.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure! A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Could also hide the domino effect, and it doesn't necessarily need to be visual. Wasn't there music playing or something? Like one of Monica's CDs, so yeah, C-bet.
I see. You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
God, inside the warehouse holding that. Yeah, it's all this.
Stina was just like, oh my god.
So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started.
Oh,
and the falling
oh! Thank you
panels
so much for the
eventually
radio,
reached the
Connie.
lighter.
Welcome in. Let me do a quick shout out for you.
Hello.
Make sure I got it right. It's 4 eyes. Yeah, alright. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. For those who are new here, my name is Hughie Dullahan. I'm a drawing tablet-headed Dullahan, and I'm currently playing some Danganronpa 2 with my guest host, Sila.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, we're currently, if you are familiar with this game at all, we're currently on the 5th trial, and it's, well, my least favorite character died, so I'm not too upset about that, but I'm painfully confused as to what's going on, so. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. Hope you enjoy your stay.
And that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
That door was the only entrance to the warehouse. That's a great emote. See, so the problem he's talking about is... killer couldn't have left then.
I see.
Oh, no worries. It happens.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened,
Yeah, welcome in.
the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be
Of
able
course.
to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
Person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Well, literally everyone else was outside, so... The only person inside was... the Stinky Man himself.
This is my answer.
Also, poor Monami's still beat up over there.
Oh.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's not
crazy.
the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Well, he had one arm free.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss?
Bless you, Stina.
That's not necessary
Aw.
at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Well, the thing is, there was that burned rope. It might not have been tied up at all.
Tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
I'm sorry.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I've never heard that be used for your front tail. I was like, what the fuck? It took me a second. Well, I'm using that one from now on.
Your front tail.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
I think it's this.
No, that's wrong.
But her front tail. I'm glad I didn't figure that one out right away.
Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap. Huh. Am I able to look at the notes from here? Or...
No, you can't.
Ah, damn. I guess his right sleeve?
I see! Take a close look
Oh.
at his right sleeve.
Alright. Yeah, one
Even though
burnt
the
it all.
rope was burnt up. His sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
God.
You should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Oh my fucking God.
That's
Jesus.
not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
What about his front tail?
Even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
What? Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
The fuck is going on with the guy? Be getting all fucking gutter brain. Way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. Yeah, there's definitely an answer for this. Huh.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
That's
He
voice
threw the
crack.
knife into the air and let the knife fall. Could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slammed his right hand down on it?
Oh.
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
How was Nagito able to stab himself with his right hand only? Prop the knife up. Okay. So that's the key
Even if
there.
Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand
Monica
with his
plushie,
right
maybe?
hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand up?
Is he a throwing knife?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with
I know where he's at. Much appreciated.
A life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Yeah.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Ah, goddamn.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's it. He had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
I mean, it's Nagito, so I'm like, but still, ugh.
Blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
Oh, wait.
There is a limit to his constitution.
I think I figured
If
it
you
out.
got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
I'm figuring out how he got killed and Sonya over here.
Sorry, didn't catch all that.
I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Play it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Jesus.
Like she said,
Oh, Sonya, I love
in
you.
that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself.
Gotta
with
love
a spear.
Sonya, never mind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that laugh.
While your left hand is tied up.
I'm clipping that.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monome's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
There was blood on the girder.
I don't know.
You don't know.
And that long cord and the weight on that
impossible to
spear. He
figure
could have
out
just
by
like dangled it
myself.
over and then let go,
So
and it
let's think
dropped on
about it
top of him.
together.
Mayhaps.
That's why there was no
That's
blood on his
how
palm, because he was holding on to
We
the
made it this
weight.
far up till now.
Everyone working together.
That's right. We made it through several ordeals till now by doing that. Then even now.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Yeah, the blood on the left hand, I feel like, might be the key for this one.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, it doesn't.
No, that's wrong.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hope I didn't miss any front tail business or anything by doing that
Hold
early.
on. It's
Oh
still
my
too
God.
early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
A front tail that's so big and thick.
Why?
Oh God.
His left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
It's gripping.
I see. When the blood splattered,
Gripping his
he was
front
probably
tail.
gripping
Yeah.
with his left hand. That's why there's
Definitely
such a
wasn't big and
strange-looking
thick, though.
bloodstain on his palm.
No.
And the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
If I had a mouthful of fucking water when she said that, I'm gonna spat it out.
Oh no!
Compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty
I
mild.
forgot she said it again.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think?
Yeah.
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
What?
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Section of the spear he was holding on to?
Shaft.
We're fucking 12-year-olds.
I see. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human face?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito is gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with a spear?
It seems we are stuck.
Oh.
Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
Okay.
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time.
It's like the title of a light novel.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Facing out, steer his spat through his stomach. So if it's just before that, that's it. Could it be? Spear stabbed Nagito perpendicularly and he was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those facts together along with what we found at the warehouse and think about it, I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Alright. See if the new upgrade comes in. We saw nothing.
Wow. I saw all of that.
Like it also like throws you to the side a little bit when you recover too.
Yeah.
Alright, where was the spear before it impaled Nagito? It was above him. Nope, Jesus.
That was close.
Yeah. Alright, besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? The ceiling girder. The sprinklers, but too, but well, actually, no, the sprinklers weren't in there. So no, it was just ceiling girder.
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 Girder. It's a funny word.
It is.
Girder. Oh god.
Never been difficult before. All of a sudden they're just fucking throwing everything at me.
Well, it is the last class trial.
Is it?
I don't know.
What
Is
item
it?
connects with the spear in the ceiling girder? The spear's cord? I wasn't sure if it was that or the rope, the spear rope that was in his left hand. Oh, that was it.
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that.
Oh, here, let me, real quick before we continue.
Yeah.
There we go. So I want to make sure the triggers were in the title. So I did this. The reason to go to all the trouble is kill someone with a
I
spear.
agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so
Plus, you just have that up for every Danganronpa thing at this point.
Honestly,
Use
yes.
that spear to pull off his trick.
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping a spear?
Jesus.
That spear should not have stopped Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Because he's beyond crazy.
Yeah.
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Yep. I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. That's stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. Mind-boggling malice that threatened us even after he died. That's the form his malice took. He's the ultimate malice. Watch out for him. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. Oh yeah, the Monokuma file. It's the only thing that couldn't mess with it because that would have been made after his death.
I see.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, That's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Victim is Nagito Kamada. Body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in the stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right arm. The suspicious part of Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about. What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Could it be? There's something that is... Oh yeah, there's no cause of death, is there? Like, it never listed the cause of death, it just listed a bunch of injuries. Never actually stated what the cause of death was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh. A. A. Where the fuck are the A? Okay.
Oh, where'd it... I merged them. Where'd it go?
Good question.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I wonder if it's because I did it while it was in slow-mo, maybe?
I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't matter. I don't know.
Who knows? It's Danganronpa. There's bugs.
Monokuma file. There's no specific cause of death.
Well, there's a spear stab in the stomach. There are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. A laceration, but yeah, no death. Cause of death is labeled.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
The fifth?
Again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place!
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Aww. Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. Never mind. I'm probably overthinking.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Manumi? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do.
God.
Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Manami and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. Stino laughing. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
So Monacoma's on to Yaoi, okay.
Well, there may be some demands for that.
Oh.
I fell for it. I totally took the man bait.
So Monami's into Yaoi, okay. I'm draw Monami with Yaoi hands.
Oh god.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
The fucking music with that, just...
Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
That's
So if
basically
we're working
it.
together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked,
Then
huh?
let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds...
Oh, wait.
Maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
But the poison can't be seen.
I agree with that.
Hey.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator,
Yeah.
I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
God.
Totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how did he get it past his
Jesus. Like, how does she think they work?
Poison. It might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Poison's warning label said, "This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis. Also weird, poisons without any complications. Keep the liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Poison entered Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label." Wait, did we kill him? With the fucking fire grenades?
I wonder.
Because they didn't put out the fire at all. They should have worked, so... I wonder if they weren't fire grenades, but they were all filled with the poison. And with the fire, they would have turned into gas. I don't know why this track in particular makes me think of Persona 4. Makes me. I think it's one of the dungeon tracks, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it's Risei's? Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else's. No, it's one of the earlier ones.
I wouldn't say Risei, so I don't know.
Yeah. Through... Well, his mouth is covered, so it would have been through his nose. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was it?
It's all coming together.
Usually 3 questions.
Usually.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
Chain of poison. This low look is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Because the sprinklers? When you breathe in the poisonous gas, should be able to explain it. Sprinklers, I assume.
I see!
Yeah.
Yay.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
State is heavier than air, breaks down in minutes, yada yada. Yeah.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death. was poisoned. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. And he commits suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse, then the thing that would have been left behind is... Joki was talking about something that wouldn't be necessary for carrying around poison. The meat of the bone? What? A container, probably. The front tail. Oh, God.
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it...
Look, Akane is like quickly
couldn't find
jumping
that
up the
container anywhere,
ranks for me.
You can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Yep, seen this like a fucking dozen times now. It's the new fucking yeah, that. Standard probably melts in the fire.
Probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. So I just want to rule this Nagito as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
it's no good.
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's
You know me so
ghost
well.
is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. What she said just now about not noticing the container because it was hiding. If that's true, I might be able to reach the answer for using that. Naruto brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was the fire grenades. I'm fucking saying. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. Ah, damn.
Where the fucking G's?
Yeah. Yeah, jeez.
My god.
There we go. And R. Oh, you're in. I'm losing right now. Just need E and D. There we go. Jesus. Kept on misclicking too.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, The container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse. It can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Shut up, simp.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
You son of a bitch!
So you found Nagito's room, his contents of the fire grenade were swapped. Yeah, there was that aluminum, like, yeah, that.
Yeah.
That was like a.
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed.
Check it out.
when we were investigating this
Hajime
crime.
meeting.
Yo, Hajime, check it out. I'm already eating.
That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash.
That's
The
Nagito.
seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide! Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. Yeah, because we were the ones that threw the grenades, so.
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
But there's no way of knowing who threw the right one.
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was Nagito.
I see! It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
The person who set the warehouse fire was also Nagito.
I see! That was also Nagito.
Yeah.
Hey, how many
Yay.
times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire was... Ah, shit. To make someone throw the poison.
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do, and for that reason. He put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
God damn.
He probably
Isn't this
expected
fucked?
that his fake
Very
suicide
fucked, Jesus
would be
Christ.
found out. After all,
was worse than Case 5 of the
a
last
mystery
game.
that can be solved is destined
Yeah.
to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces.
Like a front tail.
For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades.
Oh, Sonia, it ain't your fault.
I am so sorry.
Oh.
Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Oh, God.
Stop. I will never become queen.
How can you? I'm so I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
You mean his crime scene?
Hajime, please.
Sorry, it doesn't mean the trial is over yet. I don't know who killed Nagito. It should be clear what kind of trap he set. And I have to do it, even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Oh. Okay, I guess we're doing this. I wasn't expecting this so soon. Alright, what was inside Nagito's refrigerator? This. Right before switching to poison, that wasn't tied up. And he support the spear. Or to hurt himself. Maybe propped up the knife with something. Because when we went to the warehouse was the last place inside the break room. Okay. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito
When
Kumae.
you,
Oh.
Specific item inside his
I thought you were about to say something. I was like, oh, it's just fucking
Monokuma's special poison,
you
which he
fucking
brought
kill
with him from the
yourself.
Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
God, I hate Nagito.
In order to
Yeah, he
set up a
sucks.
fire,
Yeah.
Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door
He's
to
interesting,
the
but he
curtain,
sucks.
and
Yeah.
placed an oil
Interesting
lighter
character,
in front.
sure. Well written, sure. But absolutely hate his fucking
From
guts.
there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord.
Girder.
Good there.
Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand,
Just the tip.
Yeah,
he
just
lay
the tip.
down face up,
Tip of the
with
front
dangling
tail.
spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream,
Jesus.
he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally,
Ah, God.
he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade.
God.
He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured.
Which technically, yeah, he was, just by his own hand.
Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain.
After the manga recap, can we go on a little break?
Yeah.
Shocked by the
Thank you.
sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity.
Ugh. You had to get one lesson for.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Now break.
Oh yeah, it'll take a quick fiver to use a restroom and all that jazz. So we will be right back. Alright, and we're back. Just had to... Well, Taylor had to pee a lot, so just had to wait for her.
I go piss.
Anyways. I know not Taylor's done playing with her front tail. We'll get back to it.
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
Are you saying we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
Fan picture, yeah. Saw that in the previous stream. It was a
That
crazy
feeling of
fucking
belief
move.
is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
Hope. Oh, his talent.
Yeah.
I see!
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
Yes.
Guess
Okay.
the last thing he could believe in is his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right.
The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
Yeah, he did Russian roulette and trusted in his ultimate talent to get him through. He did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He, depending on his luck, was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. Yep. Forgot about Terror, actually.
It's
Oh.
fine. He's fucking forgettable.
Yeah.
No one likes him.
Yeah.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
I don't even have to ask. I should already know who the answer is. Traitor.
I see!
That's it? The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
Yes, just trying to sort of yeah.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
And it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. The purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for the target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. Sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves,
What the fuck,
they
Chiaki?
couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself.
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
What the fuck?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone.
I actually like Chiaki, what the fuck? No.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can't believe it was Hiyoko the whole time. Oh, what the fuck, dude? It's fucking bullshit.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please, hold on.
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Damn it. Why? This is, I mean, this is nonsense. Why? Why does this make sense?
Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... up till now... you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying future foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Oh, so she's not even a bad guy. What the fuck?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can.
I never finished filling out
It's
her
not like
social
I believe
thing.
she's the traitor.
Nope.
There's just
Damn.
no way we can ignore this
Yeah.
without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends. Anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Anime and Chiaki's relationship, proving it here, is that the only way? Oh.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Hajime, you stupid face! I won't let you. I'll lower your grades. Burst open and mix. I won't let you.
Haha.
I can't lose.
Burst open and mix.
I won't let you. Burst open and mix. Don't defy your teacher. I'll lower your grades. Burst open and mix. Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along.
He is stupid.
Let's all get along. I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
Monomi's notebook.
This is the end.
I didn't mess it up the first time this time.
Good job.
Investigated Nagito's cottage. I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden.
Give me that notebook.
As I'll talk to everyone for the first time today, Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Yeah, Kia's the leader, a lot of things happened today, everyone's so tired.
What is this? Is this Monomi's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long. I finally understand.
Truth is, I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just, I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
someone connected to Monomi. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monomi?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
We discussed in that entry it happened when we were locked inside their final dead room, I think.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Been on house for 3 days, everyone's hungry and on the edge. Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
Damn.
Yep.
Life-threatening game here. I'll be able to go to yeah.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... she is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
So we would be fighting over something like this.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
Book.
But
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor. There is just no way.
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe it, but...
But then nobody will be saved.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
What?
That's not
Oh.
it. That's not it. Sonya shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I did not want to hear that!
Oh, Sonia.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Huh.
Even if she
Yeah.
knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand. If so, you could not declare that. Monami and Chiaki were working together.
Okay, no.
Damn it! Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor.
I think I know what it
If
is.
that counts as evidence,
I think it's Monacoma's
I
account
should
on
be
fake
doubted too.
beforehand.
After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about Monokuma. Probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Alright.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it! We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this.
Isn't that awful?
But still,
I'm fucking
I want
terrible,
to protect
Jesus.
everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that.
Hey Dubs, welcome in. Came at the perfect time. We're all
even
feeling
call this
despair.
We crying in the club.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me. And cast your vote.
God damn it! Why did it end up like this?
Even though I already know, it still hurts.
Oh yeah. Like if you cry every time.
Yeah.
God damn. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. This class trial is one of my favorite ever in the series. It's a fucking gut puncher.
Same. This is my absolute favorite trial.
I can see why in the worst way possible.
It's just so fucked up.
Yeah, it's very memorable too.
Definitely.
There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. We believe in the person who's urging us forward. And we have to start walking. And believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. This fucking Nagito.
Kill him again.
Yeah.
So,
Stinky. I don't want to watch
the
this.
Despair.
I don't want to watch this.
Watch it.
We're ending stream now. Goodbye, everyone.
No!
Just like legit end stream. Just turn off my computer.
Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Kamaida's killer is... Chiaki Nanami!
Damn it!
Are you serious? I was correct?
Yeah.
The fact that Chiaki was a traitor... The fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck.
Everything was true?
Yeah, Hajime was very good in this situation when normally I don't really like him, so it's a nice change of pace. So at least we got that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid. We're not celebrating at all.
Damn it.
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I can't believe it. Even though I do not want to believe it. There is no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause...
I can't betray the Future Foundation.
Can't betray?
well...
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation.
The heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secrets yourself.
You're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
well...
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions.
You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just gonna answer, right? Like, if we ask why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So, the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange? Strange?
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost.
You boo-boo, you raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor.
Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations! You successfully stopped Nagito's plan! I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor.
Huh?
Kill everyone else besides the traitor?
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? Of all the... To form a plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay.
Okay. What?
Well...
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Tends to see people say Chiaki's kind of bland, or his wife and babe, but to me, I think she's more than... I mean, it actually, her being the traitor explains why she does kind of come off as aloof and kind of... Because she's got a lot going on, and...
Yeah.
So, yeah, but you're right. She does, this moment really does help sell her a lot more.
Yeah.
Chucky.
You really are a kind-hearted person. Huh? You think so? Jeez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
Perhaps...
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
Come on now.
Don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru Teru.
I can't lose.
I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else. Even if I know it's a fight I cannot win.
Hi-ya!
Let's try to retaliate.
Huh?
Retaliate.
Oh.
We'll no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
Bro bringing out Teru Teru in chapter 5.
Fucking... Did she just pull a fucking Cyberman?
Yeah. She totally did.
She... self-destructed? Shiatsu, no! What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, died.
No.
I'm not dead.
A new one fucking came out!
Phew, man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet.
That's...
Hey, wait.
If I don't hit you, nobody can.
She did it always.
Please.
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose! Forgive me!
Hey.
Not yet. Well, seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all gonna be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course. I'm doing this so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my
I
students.
won't let you.
I will protect them with my life.
Monami, you...
Hey.
Now then, how many of you are still here? You might as well all come out at once.
Ooh.
How many? Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th power, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I forget. Huh? What did you say?
What?
1 million. Damn, he's good at math.
1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead. 10 to 50. Okay, yeah. 10 to the 60th power.
Hey.
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created. In the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
What? Those are just stuffed animals.
That's right. I checked it with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Monami, finish him off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma.
What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic.
Well, I did take Monami's magic stick.
What?
Magic, huh? Boop, 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 boop.
Could it be?
Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey!
Hold on. If you bring up magic so suddenly, we're all going to be so confused. Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey!
What's going on? Don't tell me they're not going to call this magic or something.
Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
in the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
And how many Monomies are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th power? Boop, boop, boop. You don't have to say anything. I know. Let's see. You have just 10 left, right?
Despair.
Despair. I know everything. I'm the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them. What?
Right?
Damn it.
What the hell is going on? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is...
Please listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
This is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in the dispute between these two organizations?
Damn it!
Hey, that's... Yeah. Okay, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. I was having a stroke. Don't mind me. Because of the wonderful things I do.
What wonderful things.
It doesn't rhyme, but who gives a shit? Because the punishment time's gonna start.
Hold on. Just a little more time.
To wait or not to wait? That is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait.
But I haven't...
I'm sorry.
Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have.
Not that.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer.
Special bleeding service.
For Monami too.
Huh?
Even Monami. It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore. Also, I remember now.
Sorry.
I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway. And not just that. I decided to believe in everyone.
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone.
Jesus. It's
But
like
still,
genuinely good
It
advice.
doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
What the fuck? No,
Bye,
don't.
everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Yeah, pretty much. Monica is cruel as fuck.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Oh, and all her clones, so she really is. Oh, there's that tank that was in the... Oh, is this fucking... Oh, Space Invaders. Jesus. And Pac-Man. Oh, Tetris now? What the fuck?
Tetris.
Tetris 99 will never hit the same again.
Ugh.
And until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments without realizing that I had fallen to my knees. I have a feeling of powerlessness spread through my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say. Chiaki vanished before my eyes, and I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I said that, would she have been comforted a little? As she was executed as a traitor, she would have been comforted a little. I don't know. My chest just hurt.
I don't believe it!
Good gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of Poiman during the class trials, as Nagito did too.
What?
And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too.
I have to agree, Dems, it was. It was creative and terrible.
Oh, the execution.
Yeah.
They're all so fucking good.
Yeah.
Well, except Mikon's and one other one that I can't say
Mikon's
right now.
just like, oh, that's it?
Like, oh, okay, she's gone. Bye.
It's like you have like a nurse thing going on. You could have done something really creative with that, but no, let's just send her off in a rocket.
Because like I was like dreading it. I was like, oh god, this is gonna be
like a body horror
disgusting,
thing.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Ugh. But nope.
just yeah.
Team Rocket's blasting off again. Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you'll need to rely on them.
I wonder, who's the Japanese VA for Mikon? I wonder if I wonder if it was like the same as like the Japanese VA for like Jesse or something, and maybe that's why.
I have no idea. I'll have to look it up.
Who knows? Anyways, what does that mean?
Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Hey!
Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now present.
Yup, congratulations. With this, I shall announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who've survived up until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work.
Are you really okay with that?
Hang on, I need some water. What do you mean? I'm a thirsty bitch.
There are still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting up things so another killing happens right away.
Yeah.
You're right. Stop it. What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Yay, no killing. Everyone can go home now. Only worked that simply. Also, you said U5 like you were emphasizing that part. Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there's still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left?
You.
Are you planning to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool.
You need 6 people for a volleyball team. Don't stay quiet, say something. What's your actual purpose? You're an enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created.
Huh?
No.
Well, you'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
I don't know what is going on in Akane's head half the time.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And in 2 streams. 2 this time.
Yes.
And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
New world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Boop, 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 boop.
Boop.
Boop, 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 boop.
Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. Laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't even think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep into my sheets as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And the sun finally set. Day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. Guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How much is everything? We leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope Peak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on that? And not just that, if we were really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope Peak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. Oh, yay. 9 hours
0
ago.
days.
Yeah. Feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right. It's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. When I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I had never felt before. A fear like I had been abandoned in this world, completely, utterly alone, with nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everyone was gone and couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. Ugh! I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Oh, what the fuck? It's looping. What the fuck?
Dun, 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 dun.
I just looked at McConn's JP voice actor since Kayano. Huh. What?
Hello there.
What the fuck?
Ah, Uchime, good timing.
Good timing? What do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory?
Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well,
I looked up the VA and I'm not seeing anything about Pokemon.
Okay. I just figured, I was curious if it was like, there was some connection there. So
Yeah.
maybe they did that death, but no, it was just boring.
Yeah, it's just boring. That's it.
Oh.
Wait, what? Yeah. Apparently there was more to that message inside that laptop.
Huh?
yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial?
Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will.
Nagito's will? Or is it right now?
We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together.
Got it. The restaurant. Well, I think I guess it's a good time to stop, huh?
Yeah.
Good stopping point. Alright, we'll go and save here and, figure out what the fuck's going on. Why Chiaki's here, why it fucking glitched out on us, and all that jazz, so... Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out, Dems. Always appreciate it, and, we'll be picking this back up again on, Thursday, I think, is where I have it set.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah, let's, close out the game here. And, find a raid target, shall we? Let's use online. Yeah, and thank you again for hanging out. Always appreciate it. Ooh. Let me make sure they're actually still streaming, not about to end, because that's happened to me twice recently, where I've tried to raid someone and they were like just ending. Okay, it looks like they're still gonna be going for a bit. Okay, we're gonna raid Keystar. They're currently playing Sons of the Forest. Don't know
That
anything.
game looks fun.
Yeah, it does. Don't know anything about it, but it looks fun. But yeah, we'll do Don't Lose Your Head. We'll mix up the regular raid message a bit. Don't lose your head, it's a despair on raid. And yeah, I'll be going live again tomorrow, playing some 13 Sentinels. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.